What's going on, everybody? It's GAMEUNBOXINGREVIEWS here, and in today's video I'm of course going to be showing you guys how to make Man-Wolf from Marvel Comics using the LEGO DC Supervillains character customizer. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so usually when we start off one of these videos we of course head on into the custom character section and make the design itself. However, this time around we're going to start off by doing something completely different, because for those that don't know, in LEGO DC Supervillains you can't actually make a custom character with yellow hips. However, I've actually found a way around this. Basically all you need to do is, instead of selecting custom character, we're going to scroll down to preset character and select the first option, because as you can see here he has yellow hips, which is exactly what we're looking for. Then once you've done that, you're just going to head on into appearance and make the design like we usually do. So to start off with, let's just get rid of that bow tie because we definitely don't need it. Now then, for the head we're going to go to preset head, and you want to scroll all the way to the very bottom until you find Pride's head. Now of course Pride is a character that is included in one of the Shazam movie DLC packs, so you will need that DLC if you want to be able to make my very own custom version of Man-Wolf in this game. But if you do have that piece, all you need to do is select it and make it this grey right here. Now then, once you've done that, you're going to back out of there, head on into hair, and you want to scroll all the way to the very bottom until you find Beast Boy's hair, which is this one right here. For the first colour we're going to go for the darker grey, while the second colour is just going to be matching the skin tone like this. Nice. Now then, onto the body. So for the body we're going to go for preset body, and you're going to scroll all the way to the very bottom until you find this body right here, which is of course Mirror Masters. And for the colour we're going to go with yellow. Now then, for the arms we're just going to go to both arms, and you can, if you want to, select blank. However, personally I like to add a little bit more detail, so I'm going to go with bronze tigers and just go ahead and match the skin tone yet again. And of course you're also going to do the same with the hands like this. Obviously we're going to leave the hips yellow because that's what we wanted in the first place, but finally for this design we're going to go to legs. Both legs you're going to choose blank, and we're going to go with the same grey. Nice. Now then, onto the effects. So we don't need a left hand glow or a right hand glow, but for the hit impact effects we're going to turn that on. Make sure that you go with style 1, and then for the colour we're going to go with black. And you're also going to do the same with the jump slam effects. So yet again we're going to turn it on, make sure that you go with style 1, and then for the colour we're going to go with black, because as you can see here it leaves less of an effect as possible. Nice. Now then, before we move on into the abilities, we of course need to give Man-Wolf some claws. So we're going to head on into weapons, scroll all the way to the bottom to claws, claw type, and you want to select the animal claws. Now then, for both weapon colours we're just going to go ahead and choose this one right here. Nice. Now then, onto the abilities. So we don't need to add any abilities to the tag button, but for the jump button we're going to go to double tap X and add the double jump ability. So you want to turn that on, and for the double jump style you can either go with the first one or the fourth one. Personally I think this one looks much cooler. Now then, finally for the abilities we're of course going to back out of there, head on into the action button section. We don't need to add anything to tap square, but on hold square we're going to add the lunge attack ability. So you want to turn that on, and for the lunge style just make sure that you go with this one right here, which is of course lunge style 3. Nice. Now then, onto the skills. So we don't need a grapple gun, technology, mind control, but we're definitely going to add acrobatics, wall climbing, and of course tracking. So you want to turn that on, and for the colour I would say go with gold. I think that looks really cool. Nice. Now then, onto the personality. So for the colour of the health icon I'm just going to go ahead and select green, or you can select yellow if you prefer. For the health type we're going to go with standard health. For the voice just choose any male voice. For the speed go with normal. For the target reticle, unfortunately there isn't a whole lot to choose from here. I mean, I would say this is more up to you guys and what you think works best for Man-Wolf, but personally I'm going to go with Poison Ivy's just because it's green that matches his outfit. And finally for the personality we have the animation, but obviously we're just going to leave this because when you give your custom character a weapon in this game it gives them a custom animation set anyway. Alright, so we have done the appearance, the abilities, the personality, and we've given him his claws. So now we need to do is fill in the basic information. So for the status I would say probably stick with neutral. For the affiliation we'll go with unknown, and then for the name we're of course going to put Man-Wolf. Nice. Alright, cool. So now of course what we're going to do is drop Man-Wolf into the hub world and see just what he can do. And here he is! This is of course my custom made Man-Wolf made in LEGO DC Supervillains. Now for those that don't know anything about this character, in the comics John Jameson, son of the infamous Jonah Jameson, was an astronaut that was chosen to go on a secret mission to the moon, where he later discovered a shiny red gemstone. Now after completing this mission, Jameson suddenly experienced a strange desire for the stone. This led to him taking it from quarantine and turning it into a neck pendant. However, one night when there was a full moon in the sky, the lunar luminescence reacted with the gemstone, which resulted in Jameson transforming into the Man-Wolf, granting him superhuman strength, speed, and agility, along with sharp claws and teeth. Now, the reason that I decided to create this particular character is because, according to new rumors that have recently come to light, a standalone Man-Wolf movie is reportedly in the early stages of development at Sony Pictures. It'll be interesting to see how Sony differentiate this film from Marvel Studios' rumored Werewolf by Night series, which from the sound of it will probably be a spin-off of the Moon Knight Disney Plus series, which would be quite fitting, especially when you consider the fact that Moon Knight actually made his very first appearance in Werewolf by Night issue 32 in August of 1975. Now, like all of Sony's upcoming Marvel projects, I would assume that this film will also be set within their very own cinematic universe of Marvel characters, which is really interesting because John Jameson actually featured in the first Venom movie as a Life Foundation astronaut. He was the one that survived the space shuttle crash at the beginning before being killed by the Riot symbiote. However, the Morbius trailer seemingly revealed that future SUMC films will be connected to the MCU Spider-Man, which would technically make J.K. Simmons' take on J. Jonah Jameson, last seen in Spider-Man Far From Home, the father to Venom's version of John Jameson. Now, if these universes are somehow connected, leaving John Jameson dead would be a big mistake. I could already see Simmons' take on Jonah being a huge supporting character in the Man-Wolf film. So this all leads me to believe that Venom's version of John Jameson will likely be retconned by Sony, not just due to this newfound MCU connectivity, but also because the Man-Wolf filmmaker will more than likely want to cast a different actor to play John Jameson in this film. Overall, while this character doesn't necessarily need their very own standalone film, I've always found Man-Wolf to be one of the more underrated villains in Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, so the potential is there, and who knows, maybe someday we will eventually see Tom Holland's Spider-Man take on Man-Wolf in a future film. Now that would be amazing. But of course, we will just have to wait and see. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video, so I want to thank you all very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.